Who's your bot who's got a lot of weird energy right now? It's me, September. How are you doing? I'm here with Stranger and my wife, Katie. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Hmm. Our car has been making this squeak sound for the last month or so. And our car had made a very similar squeak sound previously. And we sort of ignored it for a while, and then our entire suspension fell out when something rusted through.
Just a crash right while we were starting it up.
Yeah, it was rough. So we thought this time we would take it into the shop before that happened. And as a result, I took the car up to the vet to be handled. And
get the car neutered.
Or I don't know. We'll have to wait for them to come back to us. But I walked and took the bus home, so I was around too many strangers for too long energy, which I've been trying to dissipate with moderate success.
Let me do this real quick. Sorry if that made a horrible sound on stream. Was adjusting the microphone. All right, let's video games.
Let's video games. So the last time we video gamed,
you are currently in a game on your account.
Yeah, I'm playing Landlord Super still, apparently. It had its 1.0 release, did you know? Finally. So I sort of blazed through the intro area where you're actually building the house, and now I'm at the part where I'm actually just being a landlord. And hey, that game is weird because now that I'm a landlord, I have nothing to do with my time. I could choose to go work at the dishwasher, but I would get
Wait, I thought you were the landlord super.
I'm the landlord and the superintendent, and also the landlord super is the name of a beer in the universe. I don't know if it actually exists. I'm going to go shut the game down.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Because usually when you're a super, you work for the landlord.
No, I'm doing both things.
Wild.
Yeah.
It looks like Nocto is currently sold out, so that's a shame. It has 50 interactive features, and it comes with dynamic lights and sounds, and has 6 moods and modes associated with different colors, expressions, sounds, and movements.
Oh shit, are you talking about Nocto?
I am talking about Nocto, the latest, greatest robot bat. And it's suitable for ages 3+. Requires 4 AA batteries, not included.
Yep.
Oh wait, they are included.
Holy AA batteries included.
What a deal.
What is that? What is that HTML code that they're trying to use there?
That is something I assume used to work on Amazon. Just lots of markup thrown in there that's just visible for the world to see. Naked markup.
Naked markup.
All right.
So the last time we were in Arcade Spirits, we got a new sponsor, which was us from the past.
Yep. It's very meta.
It's very meta. And then their first job for us was to go to is it just called Pengy Park? Pengy Park Paradise.
Pengy Park Paradise.
I called it like 6 things in the Go Live toot and a different thing in the stream title, and I didn't get it right once. So we're in Pengy Park Paradise, and Iris had a brief chat with us, and we said, no, Iris, it turns out we don't want a romance. We're good.
You can't go, we realized how creepy this was last time, and then do it anyway.
Yeah, you sort of can't. I would love, actually, this is something we were thinking about the other day. We would love if that were the bit. Like, if this is weird and creepy, and it's weird and creepy because Iris has shown herself to be patently bad at understanding human relationships. And so it's weird and like this. And there could be an interesting thing in there.
I don't think it's going to go that
Yeah, I
direction.
don't think that's not what they're doing. So we said, no, we don't need romance. And then we went to go see that Bulldozer was here. And Bulldozer whispered way in close to our ear that we have a special something and to not lose sight of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and as per Alice's stream earlier, apparently Bad Road's been in queue for that quest for the past 50 minutes and is back down to 2 people. They made this quest. What's it called? They made this quest a thing. They made it mandatory. Thank you. Hi, Andy.
Hello.
And Jerry. I'm glad you can fall off a thing, but you can't tell how wide it is. You know? I say some very wise things.
You're a very wise person. I've always said this about you.
Actually, you know what?
I am wise, and thank you for saying so.
Rather than running around after my friends, I think it's time to take a quick moment for myself. The most recent Loading Ready Live, we were just looking at the thumbnail for that. Ben Ulmer did an improv song that was set up to sound like a love song, but wound up an Ace Arrow ballad, and it's lovely. I need to go back and make a highlight of it. That's wonderful. I like Ben.
I also like that.
I also like Adam, but I like Adam more now than I did a few weeks ago. Because he abruptly understood why content warnings are important.
Oh, yes. I was like, what? What did he do? He streamed,
Doki.
yeah, thank you, Doki Doki Literature Club. And that went about the way you might expect it to go.
Mm-hmm. And now he's said he's sworn that he's going to take this shit more seriously.
He's learned a lesson.
Yep.
And good for him.
All right. Licking a Switch cartridge of Arcade Spirits.
Oh, nice.
Don't lick Switch cartridges. You will learn your lesson immediately and for the next hour.
Yeah, I also like a Switch cartridge, because, like, you might as well.
I did it the first. One of the problems I have is that the taste rubs off on your fingers.
Oh, yeah. That is also true.
So if I ever put my finger in my mouth, which I do frequently, and I've touched a Switch cartridge in the past 6 hours,
Yeah.
okay, back to the game.
See, that's why I don't play Switch games more than 3 hours before I stick my fingers in my mouth.
Okay. Actually, you know what?
You know what?
Rather than running around after my friends, I think it's time to take a quick moment for myself. It's pretty warm here, despite being an ice-themed wonderland of Thunderland. I could go for something cool and refreshing. We deserve a break. Eating pudding with a spoon! This being Pengy Paradise, there's always refreshments within eyesight. So I make my way over to a lemonade stand. You're charging an arm and a leg and a kidney and a lung for this stuff, but what am I gonna do? Leave the park just to get drunk? Is that not what it said?
No.
Oh.
It said a drink.
Oh.
They
Well,
don't. Much like Disney, I presume they don't allow alcohol into Pinky's Paradise Park.
dyslexia.
That's fair.
From now on, anything that I say, any mistake I make due to dyslexia is canon.
Yep. What am I going to do? Leave the park to get drunk? We continue.
Fishing enough money to buy an afternoon of FOD 2 play out of my pocket, I step up to make my order. Hi, I'd like to get a... Is it going to be...
Okay.
I wasn't thinking Coda.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be, forgot their names, the guys who own the pizza place.
Oh, Ben and Matt?
Ben and Matt, thank you. Slushy.
Why are these Okay, so these are all connected to this. So, okay, here we go. Lemonade. Soda. Diet soda. Slushy. Water.
Remember, you can't drink soda unless you're a superstar athlete.
Yep.
Oh, they have slushies. You know, I need one of these ice cool babies.
Ice cool, baby. Fuck you.
Who was playing Valkyrie?
I can take it.
Okay.
No, Valkyrie's all. This is something I noticed when we went back to go watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
All of Valkyrie's lines were voiced in our first encounter.
Oh, okay.
She did not have one line that was left to the
players,
to the imagination. Yeah.
Well, this is her first unvoiced line then.
Yeah.
Make it a good one, Valkyrie.
I'll do this one. Make that 3, please. I'm paying. Thank you.
With a shrug, the employee behind the refreshment stand slides over 3 of my selected beverage. Valkyrie accepts 2 of them with a wave of her phone and a nod of thanks in his general direction. 3 drinks, paid for. Thank you for using Iris Pay, human. She sets her extra drink aside for now, then takes a long sip of her own slushie before speaking.
I bet they don't have a very close relationship.
That's my guess.
Valkyrie and her Iris.
What we're calling her human.
It sort of confuses me as to why Iris is choosing to work with Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm. Just 1 sec. I tried to click in the Twitch window to change something on the overlay, and it didn't work.
Oh, thank you.
Was it no capitalization? Alright. There we go. Perfect.
It's for my niece. She's riding the madly rotating Buccaneer. See? And cat.
Madly rotating Buccaneer. I'm sure this is wordplay, but it's not coming to me.
The spinning pirate.
Yeah, that's the only thing I came to.
Yeah, it's. I don't know enough about action. I watched Defunct Land and know nothing else about Disney parks that are not covered in that.
So things that are no longer in Disney parks.
Yes.
Sure enough, an adorable youngster with a bright pink hat waves to us while her motorized pirate ship twirls and twirls. Good taste in hats.
Twirling, ever twirling into the future. Looking forward to facing us at the charity show match tomorrow.
I am not really sure how to make small talk in this situation. This is the woman who stole our sponsor, pulled me off for being an esports newbie, and has done all she can to stand in our way, all while saying it's for our own good. But I can't just stand here in a daze, so choice time.
Actually, I am, and I'm having fun here at Pengy Paradise. Are you? I would have paid for my own drink. There's no need for that. You've got a lot of nerve acting like we're colleagues. Can we instead talk about literally anything else?
Well, I'm just gonna be genuine and polite. Does that sound good?
You do what you wish to do?
What would you rather do?
I would scream. I would take the slushie that she just paid for and throw it over her.
Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of like.
No, I understand this is your move. That's what I'm saying. This is what you do, and that's fine.
She's not being mean to me now, so maybe this is some sort of olive branch. No reason to be rude. I can handle small talk. No matter who wins tomorrow, the tournament's going to be fun for a charitable cause. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. And in the meantime, I get to actually be here at Pengy Paradise, which kicks ass. I have it on good authority that it's the silliest place on earth. Trademark, all rights reserved.
No, it's really not.
Why, you can show me a place sillier? Be my guest. And
what about your mom's house?
Praying. Then why are you out here?
I'm only here to babysit my niece. I'd rather be back in the hotel room, catching up on my work.
Zoom to hotel room, bottle of vodka with the label work on it.
Have you ever seen that that gif of a Mercy cosplayer?
I have not.
She's just sitting in what's obviously a hotel room. She picks up a bottle of vodka, flicks the top of the cap off with just 2 fingers, takes on massive pull, sets it down, picks up a whole gun, and racks.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's a lot running an esports organization. It's not all fun and games and friendship like you think. When you're serious about keeping things professional, you work extra hard. Exactly like I do.
You have been nothing but unprofessional since our first meeting. Well, so much for pleasantries.
You could still learn from my experience, you know. Step up your game. Build a better brand for your business.
Valkyrie pauses as she considers whether or not she should speak up about something or leave it unsaid. In the end, she shrugs and pushes ahead.
Let me offer you some free advice. I know it's too late to back your team out of the show match tomorrow, but you may want to consider distancing yourself from it.
Oh my god, she's so creepy.
She sucks so bad.
P2W is going to destroy you in front of a very large audience. It's going to be painful.
I think it's pronounced patois, actually.
Yeah.
One fluke win over us when we were unprepared is understandable, but 2 fluke wins? That's not happening. We've had time to study your tactics since then.
Oh, we're not playing tactics, we're playing Fist of Discomfort.
We're playing Fist of Discomfort and not competitive Final Fantasy tactics.
I've seen a couple games try to be a turn-based strategy competitive game. They've all failed within a couple months.
I submit for your approval Civilization.
That's 4X. That's a bit different.
That's fair. Valkyrie doesn't play video games to have fun like Square Enix intended.
It's called Play to Earn. You wouldn't understand.
Brutal. They deserve it. It'd be so funny if the game actually did let you say, we're actually playing Pod 2.
But you don't need to be humiliated. You personally, I mean. Step back from the fight. Let 2 of your players take on my team while you stay on the sidelines. Don't be a ground zero when it happens.
Look, I don't have any humility. You're not gonna humiliate me.
Yeah.
Everybody will have a good time, we'll raise money for charity, and your own reputation will stay intact. You're the only serious player on that team.
Oh, now she's trying to turn us against our own team in the most transparent goddamn way possible.
Listen, you're too good for them, and that means that you should never step up.
Yep.
I'm trying to help you, whether you believe that or not. I've been trying
I really hope this doesn't turn around and there'd be like, oh, she actually was onto something. Because this is just straight up manipulative abuser behavior.
I sort of hope we get to punch her the way we got to punch Dekonami last game.
Me too. That would be nice.
Your team won't last after their media spotlight fades. But you could endure. You could reach your dreams without them.
On my dreams, there's a skull in the way. There's no, it's
You
impossible.
can't get to the dreams through the bone.
You might even join the best of the best.
These bones are dream
Play to
proof.
win, right alongside your rival. But that future only happens if you keep your cool and don't make this personal. Don't step up to the plate tomorrow.
You know,
Let their-
a good motivational speaker tells you to step up to the plate.
Yeah, but she's not a good motivational speaker, and not trying to be. We're the most dangerous thing on the team, so she's trying to remove us from play.
Yep. More sage wisdom, supposedly, yet Punchy78 warned me that her kindness masks her spite.
None of this is kind. I would be very worried for the person who thinks that this is genuine kindness. And I understand that those people are out there because I used to be one of them. My early life was not very kind to me.
It's, I guess in this case, it's like, well, gamers don't understand subtlety.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess that's what they're going for. I could call her out on that, but what's the point? She'd just deny it again. She has a point. We haven't decided which 2 members of Bigger, Badder Beetleborgs will face off against 2 members of Team Patwooey. I could step back, not to hide in shame, but to let my friends take the spotlight. We beat them once before, right? Maybe they don't need me commanding the front line. Maybe they're ready. It's the best play here. I'm gonna lead it myself.
Alright.
I decide to stand my ground and stand firm, and give her my own 2 cents on the matter. You know, they discontinued pennies in Canada.
I've heard.
Now you have to give 5 cents unless you're going credit.
Uh-huh.
Get that Interact card out.
Use the machine.
This is my time to rise.
I don't back down. This is my time to rise. Your time is up. John Cena Hedgehog. You're scared of little me, huh? I think I like that. Thanks, but no thanks. See you at the match.
I mean, there's only one right answer here.
Yeah.
What's that smell? Listen, you smell something? Is it here? You're so scared of me that you'd beg me not to face your team in combat? I like that. I've got free room and board in your mind, and that fixation means you're gonna make a mistake. And when you do, I'll be ready. Ooh,
Oh,
got
whoops.
to her.
Seriously? You think I'm scared of you? Me?
No, just me.
You and me? I'm not scared of us. We could kiss right now. Let me be perfectly clear. You're no threat to me. You never have been. You never will be. I don't care what that pathetic clickbait reporter says. This is not personal. This is not getting under my skin. You're not that important.
No one says that unless you're getting under their skin.
Right? All you are is an arrogant little flea, one I can flick off at any time.
Hey. Consent.
One that I can flick off anytime they consent. So if you won't listen to reason and insist on acting like a pest, then you'll be squashed like one.
As our conversation comes to an abrupt end, the girl in the pink hat runs out the exit from the madly rotating Buccaneer, swooping in to scoop up her slushie. Scooping in to swoop up her slushie.
Flushing in to swoop up her
To squash
slushy.
up the wash.
I have more important concerns right now. My family comes first.
Oh, it seemed like she was coming second there for a minute.
I'll see you at the match tomorrow. First.
No, that is not a happy gamer. No way, no how.
Good.
With any luck, I've rattled her, giving me the edge in the fight tomorrow, or made her twice as determined to destroy me, I guess, which also actually gives me the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Time will tell.
Let us taunt her. She may become so cross, she will make a mistake.
Afternoon's rolling in as Pengy Paradise chills the hell out a little compared to the morning mayhem.
That is what it says.
Yep, that was not dyslexia. I'm not particularly keen on romance, so I think I'll be skipping out on the Pengy Paradise lovey-dovey nightlife. Oh, so now it's acknowledging that we're being aromantic again.
Sure.
And that
Weird.
it is. It had to be a glitch.
It
That
had
was-
to be.
That was bizarre.
It's either a weird flag or Bulldozer's character arc is this whole weird thing where they're going to become infatuated with us because we're now literally the only not toxic people in their life.
Mm-hmm. And that means making the most of my afternoon with friends. So where to wander first?
Where do I wander? Hamza's here.
Ooh, definitely got to see Hamza.
Think I wander
I'm thinking these three.
We're skipping Zapper and Grace.
Yeah, we talked to Grace at least last time, and honestly, I'm not too keen on Zapper at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
She's probably busy throwing up ride puke or whatever she said she was gonna do.
mm-hmm. So, which one do you think?
Let's talk to Rhapsody and Dominic.
All right.
I feel like we haven't really seen. Are they heading for the exit?
Oh no.
Oh no. No, we're just going to get drunk.
Lemonade slushy.
Lemonade slushy.
The day's already been filled to the brim with excitement, fun, overly cute penguins, and it's only half over. So it's a little bit of a surprise when I see Domino and Rhapsody heading against the massive crowds toward the entrance. It is way too early to leave the park. Maybe they know something I don't know, like a super secret Engie event. At least they're unhurried in their stride, so it's easy for me to catch up with them. Leaving so soon? Enough silly for one day? What are you saying?
Oh, I sort of want to, and I understand why they're not showing more of it, but I kind of want to see all of Rhapsody's boy tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a really cool tattoo.
Is it koi? I thought it was flowers.
Oh, I thought it was koi fish, but it might be.
Maybe a combination of the two, because tattoos can be like that.
Tattoos can be like. Have I ever shown you my sleeve design?
No, I don't think so.
I'll write it up for you someday.
Okay. Leaving so soon? Had enough silly for one day?
Hey.
Yes, I am officially overdosed on silly.
Oh shit, we better get you a silly doctor.
I seek a mere respite from the silly. But there'll be plenty more good times ahead tonight once the park quiets down a bit. Ideally, there's a few things I wanted to check up on before tomorrow's big match with the Squad.
What if we switch it up?
Looking at player stats, strategies, writing down tips for everyone, that kind of research. And I won't have time for it later. So I'm heading back to the hotel for a midday siesta. Yeah, ditto. I could use a retreat myself. It's the busiest time at the park. The crowds are overwhelming. Too many bodies, too many children, too much stimulation.
I see your point.
A nice break to clear your head's the perfect way to recharge those batteries. Hey, Benui, would you like to join us?
As much as a break sounds welcoming, I have a list of things I gotta get done, and not all of them are checked off yet.
How about escorting us to the entrance instead? It would mean a lot to me if you did. Having someone you trust on hand for emotional support when you're feeling antsy is nice, you know?
Nothing would make me happier. Plus, there are a couple of shops near the entrance I wanted to check out.
Inevitability.
Yeah, they pile all the fancy shops near the gates to maximize the amount of money people spend. Please exit through the gift shop, consumer peons. It's the same idea with the snacks at checkout in the grocery store, impulse buys. We can't just leave without our... We can't... Trying it again? We just can't leave without our 700 Pengy-themed item, can we? Oh, we can, and we will. I shall resist the temptation.
As we stroll toward our destination, crowds are getting thicker, coming right at us. They're coming right at us!
Oh, no.
Feel like salmon swimming upstream. Without the egg laying and death right after part. Like Domino mentioned, there are a lot of restaurants, gift shops, clothing stores, anything and everything you could think of. I'm trying to come to the chorus from The End of the World as We Know It. Not the chorus, the main verse.
Oh, that's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and airplanes. Many Bruce's not afraid.
I was going for the middle verse,
Oh,
where it's just listing off
I'm a
consumer
hurricane, listen to herself, turn world to itself. Tell me zero, speed it up and not speed. Hear the letter, such a clatter with beer, flight down high. No, that is all the first line. Back to the second line. Murray with the flurry screaming down your. Emitting the first catacomb. Look at that low play. I shouldn't be fucking doing this. It's bad for the stream. We'll get muted if I'm too good. If I'm too bad, everything will. Hey, let's move on. Let's move on.
As our attention is focused on the various boutiques, we hear some ruckus in the distance and bolts, and our ears suddenly perk up.
Aw. Ups, Bolt. Tattoos are so hard because we'd all have different tattoo ideas. Yeah.
Aww.
Wait, are those drums? And trumpets.
And trumpets. And the Pengy theme. Everyone knows the Pengy theme.
Everyone.
Or if they don't, they'd know about it spending 5 minutes here. I can't help but sing along. Pengy, 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 he makes me so happy. Pengy, 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 He is so silly. When we look for the oncoming sounds, those are not good lyrics. Rhapsody takes out their phone to check something.
It's 7:03 p.m. Pengy Parade through Iceland Street. And it's right on time.
Before we can appropriately react, children are shouting and congealing into blobs on the main thoroughfare. We're surrounded on all sides by people singing along, clapping, and taking pictures. Ne'er an escape in sight.
Colorful balloons, smiling youths, upbeat, family-friendly music. Oh, the pain. The pain. The pain. Explodes into cloud of bees. Oh, we'll never make it to the exit at this rate. We'll be stuck here forever. Once our minds crack, we'll be locked into a mascot costume, brainwashed, and forced to dance forever.
That's another cartoon I gotta show you.
Buh.
There has got to be something we can do.
Can we go back like 2 steps? What was that?
Dead End Paranormal Park. And it's not exactly that.
Okay.
Oh, there's gotta be something we can do.
We can become one with the parade and dance our way across. We find an alternative. Nothing we can do but enjoy it. It's just a parade.
You know what? Been in a good mood ever since I got under Valkyrie's skin. So let's go.
So, I want to say that we had started this little trip to escort the incredibly nervous around crowds Domino back
right.
to the gates.
You're right.
And and just sort of say,
We can't
Okay.
go forward, so we go backwards. I'm sure we can find an alternate way around the parade.
To me.
great thinking, Benui. Maybe we can double back and walk around this section of the park. There has to be more than one way to leave this place, right? That's assuming the mesmerized masses will let us through, and that's looking less and less likely.
Domino's right. There are people surrounding us, trapping us in. We can't even take a single step back. I make an effort, but I've just bumped back into place. There's nothing we can do to stop the onslaught of floats, dancing people in loud costumes, marching bands. We just have to sit tight and watch it all go by. Maybe it's a good thing we're trapped here, otherwise we might have gotten trampled by an army of the numerous things around us.
What a way to go. Dying in the silliest place on Earth. Trademark, all rights reserved. Did you know that there have been over 30 deaths at Pengy Paradise since its opening in 1972?
Welcome to Action Park. That's a look.
Ellipses. It's not worse than your gorilla face thing.
That's true.
No, not that one, the other one. Of course, all of them were caused by people not following the rules or kids hiding until the park closes and then swimming in the Pengy pond knowingly when they can't swim.
Huh? Really?
Really? I can understand if an accident happens every once in a blue moon, but 30 seems like too many.
I mean, it has been like 50 boop years.
That's true, at least 50 boop years.
Yeah, wouldn't we have heard about it?
Oh, but Big Penguin doesn't want you to know about it. They've been covering up deaths at this park for years. They pay off the families, can't have a few bad eggs tarnish the name of the most powerful fowl. Otherwise, no one would show up. It would be deemed unsafe.
The powerful power.
How would they make their billion? Are you sure those aren't just urban legends scaring children into behaving? My parents told me stories like that when I was little. No one would really stand up in the middle of the ride and get decapitated, right? Rhapsody's right. I don't think you have to worry about your safety here.
I'm a shithead.
I'm a piece of shit! Who can really say for sure? There's probably some truth in the lie. I'm not gonna go into the full diatribe, but I goddamn hate the term Darwin Award so fucking much. I read recently that survival of the fittest wasn't actually even like a Darwin. that that was a quote unquote encapsulation thread manipulation of Darwin's theories to justify some shithead.
Mm-hmm.
His shitheadery.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is why they should make goddamn Caustic Apex Legends trans, by the way.
See, when I was like 14, I thought the Darwin Awards were hilarious. Now I'm not 14 anymore.
Well,
I'm willing to bet a lot of those are tall tales. Clearly, they're very safety-minded here. There's no need to be afraid.
exactly. I'm sure half the things you've heard are embellishments of the truth. They're just made up. Like ghost stories around the campfire.
Hey, campfires are real, Rhapsody.
And anyone can tell a ghost story. There's books full of them. Have you ever heard of Stephen King? I can pick up any Stephen King book and just read that.
A haunted truck. What the fuck is this?
Hey, Steve, can we talk about Maximum Overdrive? Hey, Steve, a little bit. Can we talk about Maximum Overdrive?
Scaring the little girl? Langoliers is amazing. If you've never seen the movie, I highly recommend it. There's a character who is a lawyer who turns into more and more of a cartoon every time he opens his mouth, and it's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Until he just gets to that Frank Oz zone.
Oh.
Domino's a good character. This is a strange angle because folks do die at amusement parks all the time.
Yeah, this is literally just trying to keep Rhapsody from having a meltdown.
Yep. Really? If you're so sure this place isn't a death trap, ask Iris.
I shrug and pull out my phone. Oh, now we're going to ruin it by asking Iris.
Well,
hey, Iris, I need you to research something for me.
Iris, online.
Of course, Banui. What do you need to know? How many rides can you ride at Pengy Paradise? The best foods to eat in the park? Oh, what about a top 10 list of the top 10 things people look up about Pengy Paradise? I was wondering how many deaths have happened here. Ooh, spoopy. Nice choice. Searching.
My sources say yes.
ooh.
It seems there have been a total of 48 deaths. I had to search through police records, newspapers, and a few blogs to compile the number. Not an easy search, though. This information doesn't want to be free.
See? You can't trust corporations that aim to please people. What's outwardly overly happy and joyous always has a dark history and hides its secrets.
Hooray!
True. In fact, the most gruesome death was a teenager. This is probably because she's in chaos mode, right?
Oh,
In fact,
probably.
the most gruesome death was a teenager who got slowly crushed to death on the Happy Penguin dance ride. He jumped out of the cart, but his pant leg got stuck between the rail and the car, sucking him under and pulverizing him.
Ellipses?
Ellipses. Our awkward silence mixes with the quiet of the last float passing us by, and the music fades into the distance. Well, thank goodness that parade's over, huh? With the slow-moving street show done, the crowds thin out as everyone returns to their normal actions. We're just left to question our experience.
Well, I, for one, am glad we had this conversation. Shall we depart? I'm in favor of going, and quickly. That parade cut into serious prep time. Let's go.
Well, I'm glad they're okay now.
Yeah.
Before we get caught up in anything else, the three of us dart for the exit, and in no time we make it. So yeah, that seems like there was alternative dialogue that could have gone there. That could have gone there because of how quickly Rhapsody changed moods.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll catch up with you both later tonight after things chill the heck out a bit. And I have sufficient time to take that horrible little pile of facts and lock it in a small box buried deep down within my psyche forever, forever, and ever. I wave goodbye to Rhapsody and Domino as they pass through the turnstile.
But knew he did a bad job at comforting Rhapsody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I don't feel like perusing the shops much anymore, so I watch until I can no longer see them. Did it mean walk? I think it meant walk.
No, watch.
The shops?
No, watch Domino and Rhapsody walk away.
Oh, okay. Okay, it was
Until
just
the
weird,
lights are swallowed by the darkness.
just weird syntax. Let's do Hamza next.
Wait, isn't that Hamza? What's he doing here?
What's he doing here?
Hamza is here to enjoy the festival. I shouldn't do that.
Hang on. I could swear I saw a swish of a brown cloak just now.
His cloak's yellow.
Yeah, for real. Drawn by curiosity, I crisscrossed my way through Pinky Paradise over to the Edutainment Pavilion, only to find
Aha! A
He's
glorious
saying-
cloak's red.
indeed.
It's like
Truly, Hamza's collection is growing by leaps and bounds.
burgundy, but yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
like
far from brown.
maroon, maybe.
Yeah, the rest of his
It's
clothes
quite-
are orangey yellow.
It's quite a dark red. And he says Hamza is doing Hamza things, as Hamza does. which is correct.
Absolutely. Aha! A glorious find, glorious indeed.
He just whistled. He just whistled.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's okay. We were talking about it.
He's his voice actor is good, but not as hammy as I do. Hammy, but not as hammy as I do it.
Hams.
Yep, it's Hamza, the arcade auction master and tournament host in all his finery. And as usual, playing up his self-chosen role as an eccentric rich dude. Looking...
Isn't he? Like, isn't he just an eccentric rich dude? Like, I understand that he's sort of cartoonified.
He leans into it, I think, was the idea.
Yeah.
Looking wildly out of place amidst all the jorts and fanny packs and kids wearing penguin hats, he's overseeing a small work crew moving wooden crates around. Okay, I have got to know what's going on here. Hamza, right?
Ah, greetings. Excellent, excellent.
Good to know my name is
Hamza's day
Greetings.
vastly improved by your spontaneous appearance. If you came to enjoy the robots of the future year 1999 exhibit, I'm afraid you're one day too late.
Is that the first time that we've... Really good. But isn't that the first time we've actually heard someone voice the X?
Didn't they say boot? Didn't they do a...
Yeah, it just did a censored beat.
Oh, that's what they did in Arcade Spirits 1.
Yeah, I don't think we heard that in this one yet, though.
I don't think so either.
Hamza has purchased the entire lot for his personal archives.
No, I came here because I was kind of surprised to see you here.
Ah, even better. Hamza appreciates being appreciated.
Me too. What's this about robots exactly?
Yes, one of the many corporate sponsored science-themed attractions of Pengy Paradise. Sadly, most are outstandingly outdated by this point. The corporate masters of this attraction were going to simply throw away all these delightful plastic robots of yesteryear. Such an incredible waste. No, Hamza will not allow it.
Hamza's gonna put Iris in the 90s robot.
Yes.
Hamza's gonna put irises in the 90s robot.
Yes.
Hamza's gonna put irises in the 90s robot. Yes!
As an arcade aficionado, surely you agree. Yes?
I'm really more of a PC history nerd than an arcade history nerd, but I get the idea. Obsolete doesn't automatically mean something's garbage. Since my family wasn't particularly rich, most of my games growing up were outdated MS-DOS jank, like old shareware compilations and stuff. I loved it all the same.
Excellent. Truly, you have taste and class.
Both of those things.
MS-DOS shareware challenge are how I played Leather Goddesses Bobos.
Mhm.
I thought I'd mention.
Mhm. What sort of robots were on display at a kiddie amusement park? I'm guessing they're like those creepy musical animal robots back at your arcade warehouse?
Far from it. These are helpful automata, designed to interact with and amuse the masses.
Clapping twice for attention, he waves over one of the workers boxing up all those old beige and brown plastic robots.
Bring forth the Robo.
Oh, looks like the Robbie toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
Crossed with Rob from Nintendo.
yeah, or that VTech thing that I keep mentioning and never think of the name of.
Mm-hmm. And the workers wheel over a particularly clunky, chunky-looking robot that looks like it accidentally wandered off the set of a low-budget 1970 boob sci-fi movie. In a voice like a sliced and diced audio tape, it greets me.
Hello, human friend. I am Rober, your robotic operational body of robotics. From the year.
Error. Get out of range.
Okay, so the regular speaking voice is some form of Sam,
Uh-huh.
and the error was a speak and spell.
Yep.
Wrong. Try again. That's wild. Speak and spell.
I am a product of Cooper Technologies, striving every day to make your life fitter, happier, more productive.
I like the tape clip.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to know more?
It seems to imply that it's running several reel-to-reels to create sentences.
Yeah, that's why it's so thick.
Mm-hmm. What? Glorious, is he not? A perfect snapshot in time of what people thought the future would be.
Obsolete, but it's definitely still adorable. Science fact tends to outpace science fiction. Bet you can install some really sweet upgrades.
Right?
Arise from your grave, little robot. Bienvenue.
Adorable.
It is adorable.
Oh, it's so cute. I love seeing cool old robots. Someone poured a lot of heart into this silly design. Part of me really wishes we had the future I saw in cartoons. Robot friends, flying cars, the works. A Robor in every household. Indeed, a virtual paradise. Sadly, we exist in the distant future year 20-boop-de-boop. A corporate dystopia with non-flying cars.
Have you heard of Vaporwave?
But I feel these optimistic visions of the future can yet inform where we may go as a people. We can have those chrome dreams if we seek them.
So have you heard of Vapor?
You might be right about that. But those thoughts are interrupted by a buzzing sound from my pocket. Curious to see if someone's calling me, I pull out my phone, and also Iris is effectively a robot friend in every household.
Yes.
Oh, Iris, what's up? You need something?
If you don't mind, can I see Robor for myself? I can barely hear what's going
No.
on from deep in your pocket.
Oh no, she's
Oh no, Iris.
claustrophobic.
Oh no.
With a shrug, I tilt my camera so Iris can get a better view.
In the distant future, robots will be your friends. We will learn from you. You will learn from us. One day Rober hopes to learn how to feel.
Error. Emotional status table not loaded. Please check your links in that.
I think I actually know exactly what's being used to create the speak and spell voice, because there is a VST plugin that makes that sound. So that's weird, just being able to naturally see behind the game.
I see.
Hey,
I see.
hey, check it out.
What's up?
Check it out. Check that. No, look. Mouse go up. A little bit down. A little bit more down. Nice.
Oh, they can see the cursor.
Okay, good.
I was a little worried there. Risby, you gotta sit, baby.
Robor is wanting Windows. That's a
Oh,
shame.
never mind. You're right, Risby, I'm wrong. I see. And the tiny image of Iris glowing on my phone screen looks sad on seeing this awkward and broken relic of yesterday. Gaston! Okay. Gaston's being weird.
This
This...
is how humans see us, isn't it? Just as junk, things, objects. I'm made by Cooper Technologies too. I'm generations beyond Robor. But we were both made to be helpful. And once we aren't helpful anymore, we get thrown out, just like me.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry, Iris.
I understand. I mean, I was never very good at my job. I was programmed to obsessively push pizza bagels. I couldn't operate at full power unless someone paid hundreds of dollars. No wonder Cooper Technologies decided to take me off the market. Humans didn't want me. I failed them. I wasn't good enough.
No.
Just an app, aren't I? They can shut off my service and delete me anytime they want. But I'm not alive, so that's okay, I guess.
I can't tell if this is earned or not.
I'm mad that the correct answer isn't in here. Now you're forging a life for yourself, and I'm proud of you. Life is a loosely defined concept anyway, maybe you qualify. Don't let anyone tell you what you are and are not. Hey, cheer up. At least your brain isn't made of magnetic tape like Robor's. No.
Definitely not that.
Definitely not that one. The correct answer is no, Cooper Technologies failed you because it's not your fault that your family designed you bad and sent you out into the fucking world. I was thinking about that a lot the other day.
Lemon grab you made me this way. Wow.
Yes, very much that. I'm proud of you, or don't let anyone tell you what you are and are not.
Me too.
The bottom one's a hard no. I think the middle one's toast.
I'm gonna go full Sonic.
Okay.
Seems to me you're relying on outside parties to tell you what you are and aren't. I say don't let anyone define you.
Except for me, because I told you to go full chaos. You could still do that.
You have free will, even if it's baked into silicon instead of carbon-based meat. So use it. Be yourself. Be who you think you should be.
They're made of meat.
I may have been programmed with a drive to help people with their problems, but it's a drive I've chosen to embrace. I want to be helpful. And maybe if I'm very helpful, if I prove I'm useful and safe and nothing at all to be scared of, well, eventually, this is some heavy-ass trauma.
I hate it.
Again.
I hate that whole paragraph.
Again, I'm not sure if this is earned at this point.
I don't. There needs to be some real decisions as to how they take this, like, soon.
Yes, we'll help everyone, and when everyone is happy, we'll be embraced by humanity, right? What? Why is that an option?
Exactly. Follow your dreams. This is the heart option, by the way.
It's a bad heart option.
Exactly. Follow your dreams, Iris. Kowtow to normativity. They'll love you in the end. You might pick up from the tone that I've been displaying over the course of the last, say, 5 minutes, that I believe assimilationism is not the way forward in basically any fucking thing. And that's why I dress like a cartoon punk from an 80s.
So the number 2 is the only one of these that I don't hate.
Subservience is not traditionally how civil rights are won. Iris, think this through. Exactly. Get out there and really make a name for yourself. Don't let anyone stop you. Humanity is kind of not good at, well, much of anything, so they could use your help.
True, not helpful.
True, not helpful. I agree. That is the only
Iris, hold up a sec.
not terrible answer.
Let me make sure I have this right. You want to achieve freedom and equality by submitting to the will of humanity and being a good servant? Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it that way, but isn't it best to be helpful so they won't be scared of me? If you position yourself as the ultimate slave, historically speaking, humanity is not going to look past that and see you as your own person. Civil rights sometimes require civil disobedience. You're doing that now, right? By refusing to accept Cooper Technologies trying to end your products. Be careful not to fall into the trap. So the fact that our character is white makes this ring a little hollow?
Yeah. I would like if some of that came from Hamza, who's standing right there, and who canonically worked as a servant for a very rich man in Dubai.
Mm-hmm. Be careful not to fall into the trap of wanting approval so badly that you're willing to surrender the freedom you already have, okay? I mean, yeah, you're right. Oh,
Why is that order?
Why is that order?
Why is that order? Hey, bud. Okay. Jet throws hands in the air, flips table, gestures wildly at sign saying, "What the fuck?"
We do need to be careful. We want people to love us, but if we aren't careful, we could end up chained down again. I still want to be helpful, but I'll be careful exactly what sort of help I offer and how I present it. Thank you, the new me. Glad to help. And that's when we both look up and realize we just had that entire extremely dangerous conversation right in front of Hans.
But it's okay, because Hans is going to put irises in 90s robots.
Crap baskets. Anyway.
Rest assured, Hamza has no wish to report you for software piracy. Your discussion shall be kept in confidence.
Hamza, too, would download a car.
Iris is a being.
I'm afraid that
a fierce and true spirit of life. Hamza recognizes this and would never inhibit that rise to glory.
I'm afraid that Robor is going to send all of that information back. Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank you. Much appreciated.
But if Hamza can offer your friend a bit of inside information, shall we say, to ease her worries, in complete confidence, of course.
Hamza is the cloud.
Iris, you believe Cooper Technologies saw you as flawed and inadequate, and that is why they discarded you. Yes?
Yes. I mean, they tried to kill me. If not for our mother, Grace Cooper, leaking our code to an anonymous group that set up new servers, we'd be gone. Obviously, they did it because my product line wasn't worth continuing, right?
On the contrary, the Iris software was quite profitable. Know that I cannot speak as to why I know this fact. But an outside party forced Cooper Technologies to drop our support for Iris.
Alright.
Well, I mean, it's the MIBs, right?
Mm-hmm.
The issue is
whatever
not
they end
one
up
of
in.
usefulness.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is the core technology Iris is built upon. Perhaps it's best I keep things vague. Hamza has learned many a dark secret while exploring the depths of arcade history. Unless you already know of the strange technology I referred to,
It's Polybius.
It's Polybius.
no doubt you can piece together the rest yourself.
Wait, do you mean
Polybius?
Bloopers?
Bloopers.
Grace told me that Cooper Technologies built Iris on the back of Sineschlossen's tech company and made Plowbala. She had no idea Iris's personality systems have that weird and extremely dangerous arcade software baked right in. As for who shut down the project, it'll only be the one who was hunting down Palubalo. The one I ran into back at Max. She tried to hack into my Iris. Oh, crap baskets.
Crap baskets, indeed.
Wait, it was her?
Do I have baskets in the GI bot?
Don't think so.
I should put baskets in the GI bot.
Agreed.
Okay.
Hamza suggests we speak no further. This is a public locale, and while the anonymity of the crowd grants us some leeway, it is not a total mask for such subterfuge.
Right. Good point.
The information was merely offered to bolster the spirit of Iris, so that she may know she was not discarded like Robor. Indeed, quite the opposite. She was too successful. Now, Hamza must depart. The collection of robotic technologies is complete, and he has shipping manifests to fill out. Luck to you in your efforts against Team P2W, my friends. May you bathe in the blood of your enemies.
So this is something that people are supposed to notice and laugh at, but I've got too much against the pog face. So I'm gonna point it out and say, cut that shit out.
Cut that shit out, maybe.
Goodbye, big sister.
What? Wouldn't she be younger sister?
Yes. Yes, she would be the younger sister now that you're saying.
Oh boy, this is a lot to think about.
I guess she's bigger in terms of, like, pure computing power.
That's true. I think we'd be better off focusing on fun at Pengy Paradise today. Deal with any fallout from this later. Why? War never changes.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
They keep saying it. I keep having to prove it for it.
Seconded. I didn't ask to get wrapped up in some giant techno conspiracy. I just wanted to play video games. But I may need to tell Loxley about this. He's looking for Polybius tech, so he should be told about this development. Assuming he didn't already know and was keeping it from me for my own good as usual. Wait, when has he done that? He offered to do it once and hasn't since.
Yeah.
Because we told him to cut that shit out. There's some misplaced flags in this game, is what we're learning.
I think this is overall just kind of a looser experience than Arcade Experience 1 was. And I don't particularly know why.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't... this type of speculation.
Right. Back to Pengy Paradise. Silliest place on Earth, trademark, all rights reserved. Back to my life, already in progress. We now return you to the Connors, already in progress.
I return you to Pengy Paradise Arcade.
Speaking of Loxley, now where's Jinx gotten off to? Okay, now where's Jinx gotten off to? Wait, there we go. I spot the rented mobility scooter we encouraged her to use today, parked outside an arcade. Thankful to be out of the heat, I wander inside to find her. Claw machine.
Whoa.
It's a photograph of a claw machine. Why is it a photograph?
It is just a photograph of a claw machine, huh?
Most of it's not even animated.
So, as someone who routinely has to draw robotic claws, let me tell you that it's a real motherfucker. And it's really hard to get the 3-point perspective right so that the claws look equidistant to each other.
Mm-hmm. So you think that's what happened here?
Yes, I would also absolutely use a photograph of a claw machine if I thought I could get away with it.
I spot her standing around a bit bored while Loxley happily raids Pengy Palace's stock of Crane game prizes.
Cherry says the thing is that they very firmly turned Iris being illegal into a Chekhov's gun.
Mm-hmm.
So many times as a newly gun, I hope I don't get reported for software piracy for that to eventually not be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if this was voice acted.
It wasn't. These prizes are quite a value. I'm so tempted to blow my entire purse on crane pulls, then flip them in online auctions.
Is it gonna turn out he's American later?
Oh, that would be interesting. It's the weirdest form of investment banking I've ever heard of. Any port in a storm, my friend. In these tough economic times, one must seek economic advantage, but wherever one is found.
The last place I heard any port in a storm, it's an old B-movie. I think it was Attack of the Giant Ants? Attack of the Giant Roaches, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And they're all stuck in this house. They're actually stuck on the island. Because there's like a twister coming in.
Mm-hmm.
A hurricane. And one of the guys heads down to the wine cellar and he finds some wine that he doesn't, sniffs at it, and he goes, well, any port in a storm. And I thought that was very clever.
That was very clever. Check out, I know it's Pengy, but it's absolutely D also.
Oh yeah, it's King Peng D. I'm not afraid of D. Hey, prize scoring?
He is, I'm not. I'm not really doing much of anything today.
Why not? Plenty of rides around.
Yeah, rides I can't go on. Anything that jostles your spine is dangerous as hell for me. There's the edutainment and world showcase stuff, but it's more Grace's thing, not mine. Too dull. So, just hanging around the arcade, poking the retro games, wishing the racer cabs had adaptations.
Marvelous.
And I am keeping our fellow
To meet.
I put way too much English on that.
Just a little English.
Just a little English. And I am keeping our fellow teammate company to raise her spirits. Making a valiant attempt, at least.
Oh, sorry to hear you can't go on the rides, Jinx.
Honestly, not that into rides anyway. Also super boring.
Hey, I can relate. Boring? A steel coaster that zips through loops at over 100 miles an hour is boring? See, I was with a guy, and I told him that I don't really like roller coasters because I find them boring. And he was very insistent that, in fact, I must actually be afraid. So I went on a roller coaster with him and just kind of sat there rolling my eyes. And yeah, didn't make me go on any roller coasters after that.
Good. Should have made you go on one.
Like, don't fucking make me prove how I feel.
It's on track. There's nothing exciting about that.
So what, you want it to have a chance to kill you instead?
Hey, bad at explaining things. Okay, let me see if I can put it in relative terms. I'm somewhere between Grace and Zapper. Grace likes safe and comfortable experiences, predictable ones. Zapper wants absolute thrill, diving headfirst in the unknown with no hand on the controls. Intense risk is her thing. Me, I want the horizon.
Big wink.
I want to see a destination so very clearly, then find my way to get there with optimum speed. My fantasy is one of absolute control and precision.
A speedrunner.
Oh no. When you master riding the Razor's Edge on... Yeah, I'm gonna try that again. When you master riding the Razor's Edge by your skill alone, when you're in the zone like that, you feel like you can accomplish anything. A ride isn't like that. A ride has no control to master. A ride is just fake thrills within perfect comfort. So, not my thing.
I concur, friend.
Well said. Well said. And an admirable... Well said. An admiralty approach to life. Yeah, well, idealism's great until you're stuck in an amusement park full of things you can't do and don't enjoy. Shame the arcade's not accessible like GCF. They've got a limited edition Fast Cars 4 here I'd love to try, but can't do the pedals. Whatever. Don't need to live in the perpetual entertainment. Be bored for a bit, survive just fine. Ahem.
There's a horny option.
Ahem. Ahem. Oh god, this is gutsy, isn't it?
Yup.
Okay. How about you sit in my lap and I work the pedals for you? I wouldn't mind at all.
We usually don't get directly horny options.
No. You should protest their lack of disability accommodation.
That shouldn't be her job.
The important thing is spending time with your friends. What we do here is secondary to that.
That sounds like guilt tripping.
That's sort of a shitty way to behave.
So let's just go the horny route, I guess.
I fucking guess.
Hey, if you want to take a spin on Fast Cars 4, all you have to do is ask. I can be your substitute gas and brake pedal. It'll be a tight fit, but I bet we can stack up and make it happen. Just sit on my lap. Hey.
Hey.
It was acknowledged this time.
Okay, good. Okay, if I didn't know for a fact that you aren't the sort of person to hit on me, I'd take that as hitting on me. But hey, appreciate the offer of help. Probably be a prime moment of physical comedy if we tried to. For now, I'll stick with looking longingly at a game I can't play until I get bored and leave. Look, can we stop talking accommodations now? I swear to God, there's more to my life than just being the disabled girl.
You can't lampshade like that. Holy shit.
It felt bad.
Uh-huh. They were doing good for a while.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say the words on screen until you tell me not to.
Okay.
Okay. Problem is, whenever we travel, whenever I'm outside my comfy adapted home, it throws a giant spotlight on these problems. Hate these constant reminders.
It's just fucking incredible how hard they nosedive. Every time.
Jinx, I assure you, none of us see you as a condition rather than a person.
Only the author sees you like that.
Ugh. We are your friends and allies, and we that understand the... God damn it, Loxley. Okay, I'm gonna read that again now that I know what the syntax is.
Yeah, I was looking at that and it took me a minute to figure out what he was saying, but it's actually not a typo this time.
No, it's just how he talks. Damn it. We are your friends and allies, and we that understand the struggles you face need not define you.
Agreed, let's table this, thank God, and just focus on having fun together. Sound good?
Yeah, definitely.
As you like.
Very well. Perhaps a reminder of our friendship in dolt form is in order.
Loxley turns back to the crane game he's been gradually depleting of all value, effortlessly moving the skinny metal hook in place over a penguin dolly. And manages to snag 2 in one grab, the precarious physics of it all resulting in a pair dropping into the price.
Here's a plush friend for you, Jinx, and one for Grace. Not unusually easy. Good grip strength on this game. Perhaps I could earn Grace a few more of these fine keepsakes to bring home from our trip together. I did say keepsakes.
Yeah, I was gonna just go past it.
I did say keep snake.
I do like keepsakes.
Keep snakes? I sure hope she does.
But his musings seem to have triggered an exasperated reaction from Jinx, who groans at the gentlemanly gesture.
Come on.
Okay, that's it. Just gonna come out and say it, tired of dancing around the issue. Loxley, what are your intentions towards Grace?
Pardon, friend?
I was merely aiming to find a fine gift for a good friend and nothing more. Really? You pull $2 from that machine and instead of gifts for Jinx and Benui, no, your instinct is to make them gifts for Jinx and Grace. Grace isn't here right now. Benui is.
I don't really need a doll.
That's not the point. Loxley, you damn well know Grace is my best friend in the whole world. I won't let anyone break her heart.
Not down for that.
So are you or are you not looking to seduce her with your gifts and flattery and constant praise? What? Be real with me, right here, right now, in front of Benui, our arbiter of team conflicts.
I am an arbiter.
I'm a monument to all your sins.
And you could have it all. My empire of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Now I'm being pulled into this.
What, at long last, is the freaking deal with you and Grace? I see.
He pauses, making sure he's not tossing off some quick, dismissive answer. Puts serious thought into it.
I offer my sincere apologies.
I've no romantic designs on Miss Cooper. I understand completely how my words may be read that way, however. And I apologize for being vague about your friends. No, my feelings are ones of admiration. Grace has a tendency to dismiss or belittle her own accomplishments. She sees them as mere tinkerings or accidents. But she is a genius. Creating Iris, an app that's very near and dear to me. That was a work of art. Of absolute genius. I did not even read those words. I just auto-completed.
Mm-hmm.
Am I protective of her? Absolutely. Because this world does not deserve someone with such a gentle heart and intricate mind.
So the thing here is that no one can be romantic towards each other. Because this game has a very... I keep wanting to say monotheistic.
Monogamous?
Yes.
Yes.
It very much has that view. And the player character can be with any of them.
Yes.
So there's no way any two of them could get together.
I agree with you, which is a shame because I was pulling for Jinx and Grace a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I read that one, I think.
I don't think so.
Gentle Heart and Intricate Mind.
I thought I interrupted it as soon as you talked, as soon as it came up.
But romance? No. If I seem to have a knight's affections, they're meant to be ideals of respect. I seek and desire nothing more than that. However, if you're uncomfortable with my support of her, I will give a distance. I don't want to jeopardize our friendship. Would that be acceptable?
So, like, because of how Loxley's been portrayed, I know he's not being manipulative here,
Yeah,
but this sounds manipulative.
it does sound manipulative. He's a hard light construct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still on that train. We're gonna get to the end of it, and we're gonna find out that, like, his projector is in that chest harness he always wears.
You mean the fanny pack?
Chest harness.
I think that the bear, which also has a zipper, is his projector.
Oh, that would make.
Or maybe it's phylactery.
Or maybe it's phylactery. Yeah, there we go. Sensible, but Nui, want to weigh in here? What do you think?
And now it's back to me, the team arbiter. There's genuine strength in his words. I can usually tell when someone's playing. You know you can't, but he's speaking true.
You thoroughly can't.
He's
Damn,
not
you sat and, like, both-sided Valkyrie for way too long.
Mm-hmm. But he's speaking true, and, like, it was against what I was going for. He's not interested in wooing Grace to his side. But what Jinx doesn't know is that Loxley is working for some mysterious group to secure a murderous arcade game called Polybius. An iris created by Grace is built on the back of Polybius code. Hamza told me that all of this is connected. Cooper Technologies, Iris, Polybius. Is there more going on here than Loxley's let on, even to me? If I call Loxley to the carpet on this side hustle, right when Jinx is suspecting him, it's going to rattle the team just before a major event. And even aside from that, I can tell he's being real when he says he's not romantically interested in Grace. He's not lying. Do I want to quietly encourage Jinx's suspicion, or back Loxley up on this? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That is what you were doing. I was trying to place it. Trust but verify. Consider him on probation. I'll keep an eye out. I keep an eye on Loxley for you, Jinx. I think he's telling the truth. Besides, if he steps out of line, you can beat him with your cane.
The number of fucking times people used that line when I was using a cane.
Loxley's been pulling for the team since day one. I don't doubt his commitment. Okay.
See, the thing is, with this one, we're still telling a white lie, which I don't want to do.
Right.
Because white lies tend to turn around and blow up.
Alcohol, white lies.
Anyway, it's 10 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock. Would you be very kind and do the call to action because I need to use the restroom?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
So remember, everyone, before we go to the break, there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Why is that button there? Sorry, there's a button there that I didn't realize was there. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, there's a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that shouldn't ever have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, to not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. There are ways you can help. Under this command are some of those ways. We suggest the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Oprah Project, and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help Black, trans, and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund, to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen by white people. arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the second commander, more ways you can help. These are current campaigns and things that you can do right now. If you know anything else that needs to go here, please let September or Stranger know. They are collectively September and Stranger in the chat. Please do check out some of those links. This is some important shit. Black lives matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way up to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. All right. So that's where we go to the break. We're going to be away for a couple of minutes. We're going to run some ads. We have no stance on ad blockers. So we'll see you back here when we get back here. Alright, well, I'm back. Been, working on more pin designs. Been a little worried about the fact that no one's even, like, responded on Mastodon about it. Hopefully in an actual storefront, it'll be something, that's maybe more sought after. I got the idea of an Asclepius. Originally, I was going to do Caduceus staff. And then I read up on the Caduceus staff. And, do y'all know what's an error? The Caduceus staff doesn't actually represent healing. There's another similar symbol called the Rod of Asclepius, which is the rod of a healer. Asclepius was a doctor type of guy and is used as such, but it's only got the one snake. I don't have the camera set up, so I can't show y'all, but I made the Rod of Asclepius as a pronoun pin. I think it's pretty cool.
The what rod?
The Rod of Asclepius. It's what the the Caduceus was wrongly thought to be.
It's very cute.
Mm-hmm. Little snake around a twig there.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, back to the game, I suppose.
Ooh. It's just all the whole of my body.
Mm-hmm.
Need to bring it.
Yep.
So the options were trust but verify. He's telling the truth. You can hit him with your cane. Lockley's been pulling for the team since day one. You wanted trust, I think.
Trust but verify. Yeah. I'd say trust but verify. I'm a believer in taking people at their word, so I'm gonna assume Loxley doesn't have ungentlemanly designs on Grace.
So, no. If Loxley liked Grace, he would absolutely go about that the correct way.
Mm-hmm.
He would go onto a deep dive into flower code and bring her the most beautiful bouquet you've ever fucking seen.
Mm-hmm.
That spells out, I love you, and also I'm a hard light construct. I don't know how it will work, but we can make it work.
You have not failed this city.
You have not failed this. Wonderful. Thank you. We can put it to bed. That's the button. We don't have to do it anymore. He looks like Green Arrow. We all understand that. That's the button on the joke, and we're done.
But I'll be keeping an eye on him. I'm not going to tolerate any harassment on this team. I may not have total authority over the team. But you're trusting me to be a watchdog, and I'll be watching it. Woof.
As you wish.
I suppose that's entirely reasonable, even though my face looks crestfallen. I shall do my best to live up to my words and be a good friend to you all, and fully earn the trust you are giving me.
Still not entirely sure what to make of him, but he seems to accept these terms.
Good. Okay. He ended up acting skeevy. Okay. I don't have a good view on this because I was really fucked up for a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Was that acting skeevy?
I don't think that he intended it in the way that would make it skeevy, but it definitely looks very skeevy.
Okay. He ended up acting skeevy and apologized. That goes a long way in my book. Didn't gaslight me claiming I was imagining it all. So, we're good. We're good. Also, this arcade sucks and I'm bored. Let's go. You can prove your devotion by getting me a hot dog. As you like, Lady Jinx. Coming along, Banui.
I've got more on my plate right now. Dinner can wait. Have fun! Even if Loxley's not making the move on Grace, he's making some kind of moves in the dark. Loxley's let me in on most of his secrets, but I think he's still holding something back.
Like how he's a hard light construct.
Yes. He wants to protect me, protect all of bigger, badder Beetleborgs. And I'd hazard, very specifically, wants to protect Grace from this Polybius nonsense. I'm still having those nightmares, that digital smile, every single night. We just haven't brought it up in the past, like,
Every fucking night.
I got bored of describing it.
Yeah. The, Craig Ferguson on a podcast was telling the story. This was just before he got the TV show. He had gotten the TV show, but they hadn't like aired it yet. Like they hadn't shot anything. He was just sort of talking to, I forget what context he said he was in to do this, but he was talking to Chris Rock about it. And Chris Rock was like, you're gonna do the Late Late Show? You're gonna do that every fucking night? Every fucking night? And he says, well, that really got into my head, and I just couldn't get it out. That this was just gonna be my life, that I was gonna be doing this every fucking night. I like Craig Ferguson a lot. I hope he's not a douchebag. He seems fine. He's a punk dude under the like jacket.
And he played Owl that one time.
He did play Owl that one. They let Craig Ferguson play Owl.
It's too bad.
From Winnie the Pooh.
It's too bad most of that movie sucked real hard.
A lot of that movie sucked quite badly. I didn't know this, but apparently the Heffalump in that movie was played by Huell Hauser.
Wild.
Yeah. So it's just Huell Hauser being Huell Hauser falling in a hole.
Push this down. Deal with it another time. Pengy Paradise awaits.
Nighttime.
Nighttime in Pengy Paradise. By this point, the rowdy kids and large families have retired to the various hotels in the area. The park's pretty much quieter now. The rides are still running, of course, but that's no longer the focus. Now, gaggles of college kids roam, as well as couples walking arm in arm. Pengy Paradise is for lovers, like Virginia, or so the slogan goes. They tried to trademark that one too, with the state of Virginia. Okay. Good. If I had any sense, I'd be headed back to my own hotel room for a good night's sleep. The big exhibition match against our arch rivals is going down tomorrow morning. They keep saying they're our arch rivals, and we just keep kind of brushing them aside.
Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, Oklahoma City thinks it has a rivalry with Tulsa.
And Tulsa does not give a shit.
Tulsa does not care. Tulsa's a real city with stuff going on. They might be Giants are going to be there next year. Yeah. They stopped coming here.
I can imagine. But I can't rest my head just yet. I'm just too excited. Too eager to experience. You remember the caffeine addiction episode of Saved by the Bell?
No.
Oh.
I didn't watch a lot of Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
I like more obscure bullshit than Saved by the Bell.
Like My Secret Identity?
Like Teen Angel.
Pretty obscure. It was like the worst version of Teen Wolf. It wasn't anything like Teen.
No. It's like, what if we had a sitcom where, like, a kid gets into wacky scrapes and his best friend, who died from choking to death on a sandwich in the first episode, helps him out of those scrapes.
Admittedly, that is kind of like Teen Wolf.
It's a little bit like Teen Wolf, except nobody dies from eating a sandwich.
Nah, they become a werewolf.
They become werewolves from eating sandwiches instead.
And he knows the episode. Virginia is for lovers, specifically Virginia Possum Snuggle. Damn right. But I can't rest my head just yet. I'm just too excited, too eager to experience this flip side of Pengy Paradise with all my friends. The lead white girl, whose name I forgot, taking caffeine pills so she can stay up and study.
Oh, and Saved by the Bell. Okay, yes.
And then she has a complete, like, psychotic break from caffeine. This was their drugs episode.
Yeah. I remember the, No, that doesn't actually connect to the other thing. There was an episode of Welcome Back, Kotter, where a girl passed out because she was only eating green sprouts. See, when I say more obscure bullshit, I just mean stuff I shouldn't rightfully have access to, but do because I spent like 8 months of my life watching nothing but TV Land.
Mm-hmm. So
Like,
just stuff from the 70s.
I just know I know more stuff from the 70s than I should know.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the 80s. I watched a lot of Soap.
Mm-hmm.
Soap was a really good show.
I have not watched Soap ever.
It's a parody of a soap opera
Mm-hmm.
where everything just keeps escalating.
Mm-hmm.
You know how soap operas just like some weird thing will happen and then they'll just like, oh, that weird thing happened and we're not going to talk about it anymore until it becomes relevant.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, no, here's this thing that happens and that leads directly into this other thing. Then a third thing happens and Billy Crystal's there and he's gay but he's married and he's trying to pretend that's not a thing. And then like his wife gets kidnapped by pirates and has Satan's baby.
And the pirates have amnesia.
And the pirates have amnesia, and then like she gets married to this other guy, and then that other guy gets murdered in a tub.
But then he comes back as a centipede.
Maybe he comes back as a centipede. I don't remember how that show ends.
Too eager to experience this flip side of Pengy Paradise with all my friends. Besides, my phone's busy beeping away in my pocket rather insistently like a wake-up alarm for the soul. You know, we're really rude about Iris when she's not listening.
A little bit.
Beep beep, Banui.
Beep, beep.
It is now 7 p.m. You know what that means.
It's miss you, Brody. Miss you, Brody. Miss you every day.
The sun's gone down and it's party time. You know it. Tonight we're gonna party like it's 1990 boot.
Good work.
I'd say you've done a lovely job building up your friendships. The team is closer together than ever before. In fact, they're closer now than they were before you arrived, so hey, take some credit for that. Seriously? Seriously! And I've got the numbers to prove it. Wanna see? She's just so eager, like a puppy that found a stick. It's hard to turn her. Why are we acting like this towards her?
I don't know.
You mean my relationship scores, right? Sure, why not? What do you got? Oh, because we knew she was going to be creepy.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So I've adjusted my internal metrics based on how well your personality meshes with everyone on the team. Let's see.
Unsurprisingly, Jinx and Rhapsody.
Yep. Here are your current standings with everyone in bigger, badder Beetleborgs. Hooray for high scores, I guess? Life isn't a game, Banui. Even if I have to interpret it through floating point mathematics. Remember, the reason my numbers exist is because of human decisions. You chose who you wanted to spend time with, and they chose how to react to you. Actually, we did because it's scripted. Never mind.
Yeah.
This isn't about having a high score, it's about your free will and your heart, right? Right. So here's how things have shifted based on what sort of person you've become. You've got a quirky sense of humor, and so does Domino. You get along well.
This is the late 80s, so kind of out of the scope of the 70s, but the first and only time I watched The Golden Girls was when I had too much edible and watched the Golden Women install a toilet for what felt like an hour.
That's that fucking episode 2.
I'm sorry.
That episode 2 was... Yeah, that is the perfect episode to watch while high.
Is it just that? Is that all the episode is?
Well, there's a plumber who's a giant asshole.
Okay.
So they try to install the toilet themselves, but none of them have any experience with plumbing.
Uh-huh.
It's just this whole runaround.
Where they try and reinvent plumbing from first principles?
Basically, yeah.
Rad.
Yeah, that's a very memorable episode to the point that it came to mind immediately. You like having a good time, and so does Zapper. You're both quirky. You just said we were quirky.
Yeah.
It takes a steady hand to be a game developer and a tactical expert, so you mesh well with Grace. So you're just gonna say how everyone loves us, I guess. Jinx can be reserved and thoughtful, and so can you. You're both nicely steady. Both you and Rhapsody are alike. Oh, Rhapsody just maxed out.
Oh.
What's the human hairstyle? A mullet. What? Both you and Rhapsody are like, what's the human hairstyle? A mullet.
We're business up front. We're party in the back. That's gonna be the line.
Business up front and a party in the back. That's from a fucking movie that originally.
Yeah.
Hello, Ordinary Clover.
Hello.
I don't know what movie. I just know I've heard that in a movie.
I also don't know its provenance.
You wear your steady and quirky actions with a badge of honor, as does Rhapsody.
I had a mullet for so long. Like she immediately just like hugged me. It's okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And that's everyone who matches your personality.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, we didn't bring up Gutsy above the threshold, I guess, so we might have gotten extra points for maybe Zapper and definitely Loxley if we were Gutsy.
Mm-hmm. You didn't mention Loxley. Oh, Loxley's sort of your psychological opposite, but that doesn't mean you don't get along, right? Right, just no bonus points. Isn't it so nice to see your friendships backed by perfectly collected and indexed data? It's so beautiful. They should have sent a poet.
Defaulting to they is usually a safe bet. Thank you for letting us know.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a dating sim? So it's definitely a visual novel. It can be a dating sim, but it also has an option that just says, hey, I'm not interested in romance, I just want to be friends with these people, which is what we've chosen.
Mm-hmm.
There's also like a whole thing that's happening apart from the dating sim part, where there's an evil arcade machine that has tried to take over our personality, and we're sort of trying to fight that. And also our computer enhanced assistant is alive and yearning for AI. What's the word I want? Suffrage?
Yes.
Yes.
And also, we are being chased by the CIA.
Also, we are being chased by what we presume to be the CIA.
I don't need numbers to tell me we're getting along well, fortunately. True, I'm an app, so I have to think in numbers. But your heart tells you what's true. I admire that about humans. Maybe one day, with you as my guiding example of the human heart, I won't need the numbers.
Change your heart or die, Iris.
So with data analysis out of the way, what's the plan for this evening's party? Maybe I should just go to bed, get some rest. We got a big day coming up tomorrow. But the night is so young, and this feels like the perfect moment to assert that friendship. God damn it.
Iris, please. Please, I'm so tired, Iris.
Let's just do the Final Fantasy VII thing and go on the carriage with Barrett.
Let's just go on the carriage with Barrett. No, I can wait. I can wait.
Okay. My recommendation is that you take your whole team out for a night on the town. A night on the amusement park, at least. Well, yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. Really tie up the day's fun with a bow, right? Round up the crew, Iris. Text everyone.
What do you mean, everyone? Everyone!
Just goes into slow motion as Iris sends a text to every number on the planet.
Oh, she could too.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Already ahead of you, Banui. Messages sent.
Robot trying to understand human emotions. Human trying to understand emotions. Yeah.
And little by little, the team trickles in, gathering together.
You know I'm down.
Hey, oh, that's you.
Thank you. Hey, Iris just texted me party and your location. Is there...
Yeah, okay.
Wasn't expecting the Pengy Paradise experience to extend this long, but if Grace is up for more, I'll do more.
Woohoo!
Are you kidding? I love Pengy Paradise. Day or night, it's just so fun.
This can't possibly end badly.
Okay, let's not swarm our team's cat wrangler. Damn it, we got a whole episode without hearing cat.
Mm-hmm.
Let her have her say. What's up, Brenda? Let's share a wonderful night together that we'll never forget. We've won the right to party, but we need to pace ourselves too. We're gonna metaphorically burn this joint down in Minecraft. Tonight, we're gonna party like it's 1990 boo.
Iris already made that reference.
I agree with you.
Not gonna steal Iris's thunder.
Yeah. I was at this. We have this thing called the Crystal Bridge here, in the Myriad Gardens. It's a public garden space with the Crystal Bridge is the interior greenhouse with some animals and hothouse plants. It's very nice. I went there once with someone and there was a parrot there. I forget precisely what the parrot was called. The parrot was called the two-headed something. I just looked at it and nudged my date. And I go, there's only one head. And she just sort of looks at me and looks away. She was correct to do that. Then, the guy who had been standing next to me turns to his kids and nudges them and goes, hey, there's only one head on this two-headed parrot. And I'm like, I'm fucking 2 feet away, man. 2 feet. I can hear you. Give me a little bit. What do you want to do?
We're gonna burn this joint down cannabis. We've won the right to party. We need to pace ourselves too.
Okay.
Don't want to be hungover at the actual tournament.
We do not want to be hungover at the actual tournament, even though we can just press the win.
That's true. I'd say we've more than earned the right to party. We've overcome so much and gotten further than anyone ever expected. So tonight, we're gonna celebrate. Call it our just desserts. But we do need to pace ourselves. We've got a big event in the morning, okay?
There's
just desserts.
There's 2 S's.
No, that's if you're referring to the food desserts, not the verb.
Are they different things?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, desserts, and desserts, 3 different words.
I never knew that. Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be the head mate to try edibles for the first time in terms of body. I can legally do so this year.
Rock on.
Happy birthday.
But we do need to pace ourselves. We've got a big event in the morning, okay? Who does a big sport thing in the morning? That's wild.
Well, it's all day, right? It's a tournament.
Oh, I thought this one was not the... Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. It's the exhibition match because it's for charity.
Yeah, so it's weird to have it in the morning. All right.
It's probably because it has to, slot in with all of the other fun goings-on in the amusement park. Right? We can't do it in prime time because that's when Main Street Parade is for the 3rd time. And there's the cartoon character, rugby scramble at 5:30. And then, once the lights go down, that becomes a whole different thing.
The lights go down and the curtains go up.
Long ago, somebody's left with the cup, and it's us because we beat Team Patois. Makes sense. We can have fun tonight without partying like rock stars. Something simple and enjoyable would be lovely, yes. I don't exactly party very much anyway, so keeping it on the level would help. Agreed. Nothing's more important than a good night's sleep before a major match. But until the lights go out, I'm ready to spend it with such great company.
Well, Pengy Paradise doesn't actually have any low-key chill fun experiences, so we'll just have to find balance within the chaos. I think I know a good starting point. What I'd like to propose, given we're a bit too large of a group for a fancy restaurant and almost all the rides are shut down for the night, didn't they?
7 people?
Didn't they? Yeah, that's fine for a fancy restaurant. Also, didn't they specifically say that the rides had not been shut down for the night?
Yeah.
Is Videotopia.
Going to the top, Videotopia. Going to the top, Videotopia.
It's a nightclub right inside the park. Have a drink, do some gay fast dancing.
There you go.
Homosexual fast dancing.
I'm really happy for you. I was wondering if I should butt in and say it, but you got it, and I'm so happy for you.
Or just relax and chat. Sound good?
Sounds better than eating spray cheese straight from the can and watching in-hotel pay-per-view movies. I'm in.
I don't know, that sounds like a blast to me.
Yes, I love Videotopia. And now I'm old enough to get in without a fake ID. You had a fake ID once? Wow, you think you know a person. I'm sorry. I've been waiting all day for one of Pengy Paradise's signature cocktails. What better way to relax? You know I'm down for whatever. Onward! And
we're offward.
We're off. Awkward. We're off.
Huh, I think this is the first time we've been together as a group for anything other than meals and team practice. And it feels good. No cramped apartments, no crowding around an arcade game, just the 7 of us, friends to the end.
There's 8 of you, Iris is there.
Yeah, actually there's like at least, we know for sure there's at least 4 incarnations of Iris.
Ooh, you're right.
I could get used to this.
What's about to go terribly wrong?
The night is hot, and the music is hot.
I love it. I love it so much. I want to be buried here.
The night is hot, and the music is hotter, as Pengy Paradise's top hangout spot for the 20 to 30 demographic is straight bumping from sundown to midnight.
Then closes because of how the liquor laws work in wherever they are.
Not Virginia.
Not Virginia.
We know it's not Virginia, and that's all. We're in state of country.
We are in state of country, you're right.
While the crowd on the dance floor is thick, with 2 C's, the tables arranged around that central party zone are largely open.
I remember this from Defunct Land, right?
It takes time to find one that can seat all 7 of us, but we soon settle in, as much as some of us can settle.
Aw, yeah.
Okay, as a matter of protocol, the first step in partying is drinks. On the team tab, of course. I think that's like a business expense or something for tax purposes.
I go meal, then drinks. Less chance of getting sick.
Yeah, you should have a base.
Mm-hmm. Something non-greasy.
Back when I drank just a shit ton,
Mm-hmm.
I always made sure to like eat beforehand, but also made really sure to bring like because we were usually just partying at someone's houses, to also bring like a bag of Chex Mix for when I inevitably drank too much and needed something to soak most of that up.
Chex Mix is a really good choice too because it balances out the water.
Yeah,
with all the salty electrolytes.
Yeah, exactly. So don't do what I did and be someone who very clearly has a drinking problem and has figured out how to make that not that much of a problem on the day-to-day. But if you're going to be drinking heavily, I do recommend Chex Mix. I'm pretty sure taxes don't work that way. I think. I don't know. My big brother does my taxes for me. The point is, we require vast oceans of alcohol. Anyone want to join me in getting it? Carrying 7 glasses at once is not a mistake I want to learn from.
I've done that job.
Look no further than these strong arms to carry your burden. Great, you can be our serving wench.
As you wish.
Fair enough. A fine wench I shall be then. Hey, Benui, what do you want to drink? No thanks, I'm not thirsty. I could go for a snack, though. Just a mocktail for me, I don't want to get drunk. Beer, and keep it coming until I say stop! Anything with lots of rum and a little umbrella.
Why is a fancy cocktail the joke answer?
That's because it's got, like, little umbrella is just... It's just funny on its own.
Also, I think Sonic would be way more into Jack and Coke than beer.
So, alcohol, like... So the Sonic universe is sort of manifestly kid-friendly. There's not alcohol really in that. But now I'm trying to think about what Sonic's, like, thing would be. You think Jack and Coke?
Definitely.
You think he's not getting, like, vodka bottles?
No.
Okay. It is really simple, and if you're trying to go fast into the fucking gutter outside the bar, Jack and Coke will do that.
Exactly. He wants to go fast and addiction joke.
Yeah. Should I not?
Hmm?
Should I not?
It's fun.
Okay. Mocktail is it's like a fancy drink that you might get at a bar, except it has absolutely no alcohol.
Shirley Temple is the most popular.
Yeah. But, like, bars will usually sell, like, an array of non-alcoholic, not an array, but a couple of non-alcoholic cocktails for designated drivers who still want to, like, have the experience of ordering, like, fancy drinks with friends instead of just sitting there being a stump drinking water like some sort of yutz.
Also for the teenagers who get continuously pool sharked.
Oh, also for the teenagers who get continuously pool sharked. What do you drink?
I don't drink.
You drink absinthe.
Yeah, I haven't in years.
Yeah, but like when
if I'm gonna go with liquor, it is generally going to be either proper high shelf vodka, not that Grey Goose shit, or yeah, as you said, absinthe. So I'm just gonna say a snack.
Okay, get some Chex Mix.
Mm-hmm. I'm good over here. Anything munchable you can find, I'll be willing to munch.
Nachos for you, booze for us. Easy peasy. EZ-PZ.
Easy peasy, nacho cheesy.
Oh, that's so good. You got there.
Mm-hmm.
This is so exciting. We rarely get to have fun as a team. I'm glad we have an opportunity to do this. Can't say I like the music. We missed a perfectly good Alice Cooper concert at Videotopia by one day, and now we're stuck with, what is this, dub stuff? It's synthwave. You know, retro 1980 boop music, flashy cars and neon lights, Miami sunsets. Have you ever played the game Outrun?
It's like that, but more purple.
It's like that, but more purple. Sorry, I love this line. The 80s, cocaine and trickle-down economics. No thank you. But lots of good heavy metal happened in the 80s too. Hair metal happened in the 80s, from bands with names like Steel Trousers Cyclops. The 70s, now that was the decade for metal.
I mean, hair metal includes Twisted Sister. You cannot disrespect Twisted Sister.
Can't you?
They are the gayest band to ever make prime time in the 80s. And they're not gonna take it.
Wham?
I don't know Wham.
George Michael and that other person who was in Wham? Marty Jannetty, I'll say.
What did they play?
Wake Me Up Before You Go.
Oh.
It's just those two, like, aggressively bachelor friends in big shirts that say choose life, right?
That's true. They're not really metal though. At least as far as Before You Go.
No, but they were a gay band.
Not the worst.
I don't mind electronic music. Usually weird experimental stuff some weirdo makes in their bedroom with cheap hardware that sounds like vacuum cleaners attacking a drill press.
Hey, that's me.
Domino's on Mastodon. Put the suffix punk or wave at the end of any noun and you're probably in the neighborhood.
I vibe with it.
Honestly, I'm not too picky on what they play. I'll listen to anything as long as it's not yelling at me. Music with a good beat just makes me want to move. Booze! We got booze and mocktails and nachos for the non-boozy set. Whatever you do, you.
An array of drinkables and munchables and drunchables and minkables are set out for our enjoyment, and the team immediately reaches for the goodies.
Whoa, hold on now.
She gonna ask us to say grace?
No, Grace is on the other side of the table. That's payback for Fall from Grace from 6 episodes ago. We don't start celebrations by immediately diving into the refreshments. No way, you gotta make a toast first. Here. Benui, will you do the honors?
Me?
You're the coach, cat wrangler, and general guru for the team. You brought us this far, you get to make the toast.
Okay.
To our friendship, to all we've accomplished, to victory, to living in the moment.
Friends at the table. To bigger, badder Beetleborgs. The laundromat that brought us together, and the relationships we forged through it all. To discovering that the real treasure was the friends we made along the way, and also treasure.
Treasure's really good.
To camaraderie. To partnership. To having a supportive friend in the times of need, and above all, to us.
That is so unbelievably cheesy, and I am here for it. To friendship, shonen garbage. To bonds of kinship and loyalty, to trust and understanding. To friendship, kindness and understanding. Okay, not the most exciting things to drink a toast to, but I don't care. To friendship.
It continues like this, people chatting back and forth, crosstalk spawning new conversations, again and again as we laugh and drink and share in the good times. It's not some fancy-pantsy dinner pants. No, I can't rhyme party with pants, it just comes out as pants. Where the best anyone can manage is half-hearted mumbling about the weather or their kids or their jobs. This is the good stuff. The deep stuff. The kind of flowing conversation that you can only get after months of intense stuff. And that's what we've had, right? Ever since I dropped on their doorstep and rallied them together, we've become something big. Something intense. It's hard to imagine considering where I was before this, but I'm here now, and it's more than I could have hoped for.
Oh, we're about to fall, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get sabotaged.
Great. Love it. Love that for us.
Uh-huh. Zapper slams down her third empty glass and rises to her feet. Either that or our bumbling ass main character is gonna do something really awful.
Yeah. MC Kid isn't the best. Okay, that's enough liquid courage. I'm gonna go out there and start dancing, and I don't plan on stop dancing until I collapse. Who's with me?
Sure thing.
Yeah, sure, sounds fun.
Huh?
You? You want to dance? I spent a whole summer some years ago learning Showtime stage from a dance master named Teo. You think I don't got moves? I miss Teo.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm not complaining. Let's see what you can do. Anyone else? Well, I don't really know much of anything about anything, but it looked like everyone was having fun, and come here, nerdo, we're getting your feet moving. What?
And they're off, with Zapper dragging Grace off into the crowd to show her how to move and groove as the humans do. With a playful shrug, Loxley and Rhapsody move to join them. He's gallant enough to offer an arm to lead them off into the crowd. Leaving me and Jinx behind. She leans heavily on her cane, turning to watch as this would be the romance.
This would be where we'd get a smooch if that's what we wanted.
Mm-hmm. Turning to watch as the group has a good time. Hey, I want to go out there and dance.
Nah, not my thing. Once upon a time, maybe, but not now. I'm just glad to see Grace is enjoying herself. She deserves to be happy.
Not to think of it. This is one of the few times I've seen Jinx and Grace separate. Usually they're a package deal, even during team practice sessions. Seeing her now as she sighs and watches Grace awkwardly attempt the move Zapper's showing off, I think I'm finally figuring out why. Wow, I'm actually really surprised.
They're lesbians, Harold.
I'm honestly surprised. Hey, Jinx, you got feelings for her, don't you?
What? No, nothing, no one. Yes. But I don't know if she feels the same way. We get along great, we always have, but if I confront her over it, well, Grace is very confrontation averse and gets anxious. I don't want her agreeing to anything just to make me happy. Not to mention the not so simple family situations we both have. It's best to keep the friendship going, not try anything risky, right? If you truly love her, you should let her know. Hiding this will just make it grow stronger. You can't be ruled by fear. Go for it. Hey, the worst that can happen is despair and drama. I think either heart or guts.
Jinx, if you love her, really love her, all your heart, you should let her know. Don't worry about what may be or may not be. Just focus on your feelings. Let your heart guide you and you'll be just fine, okay? Did someone put rum in my Coke? I sound really drunk now.
Listen, just let your heart guide you. You've got a good heart for driving cars. And you should drive your heart into her heart in a massive bloody collision.
I know Grace, and I know she'd want you to be true and honest to yourself. And I think she might feel the same way.
Hope you're right. Okay, I'm gonna go give it a try.
Look, Jinx.
She gets
up from the table and carefully
I'm
picks
sorry,
her
I'm
way
getting so excited.
and carefully picks her way through the crowd to where Grace is very, very awkwardly dancing.
Hey, can we talk? Oh, Jinx, yeah, of course. I'm just making a fool of myself out there anyway. Damn!
Just goes right for it.
Right for the throat. I think you're beautiful. No, I mean, I've never really danced outside of the grade school gymnasiums, and no, that's not what I meant. Oh? Oh. Come on, let's go talk. Oh, okay. Let's talk more.
Aww. And they slip out of the crowd to find a quiet corner where they can chat. And good for them.
Good for them.
As for me, well, I'm all alone at the table now, and that won't do. So I get up and to move to join the others on the dance floor.
Hey, join the fun.
Joining. It's sort of a half dance, half chat as we swing merrily and converse just as easily as we did back at the table. Just something to do with your body while talking. But a glance at the clock on the wall gives me a brief pang of worry. A worry pang, as well. Gonna have to call it a night soonish, I think. Still got a FOD 2 match in the morning.
Yeah, whatever. We'll be fine.
Sounds good to me.
Besides, it's just a charity match. It's not even part of the Pro Tour. We can stay a little longer.
Awesome.
And when the next Pro Tour stop hits, we'll be ready to crush the competition. Hey, what are your plans anyway?
Plans to win the next tournament?
No, your plans for what to do with the winnings. To the victor go the spoils, right? We get a hell of a cash prize if we manage to actually win the Pro Tour. Me, I'm gonna buy some clothes I didn't find in a dumpster. Like something trendy and fashionable. Fuck you.
He is literally wearing trendy, fashionable clothes.
You look very specifically like the fucking, oh god, what are their names? From Saints Row 3. The hacker gang. They might be called Deckards. He's dressed exactly like one of those. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, you already look like a... Oh, thank you, Loxley. My friend, you already look like a K-pop superstar. And what can I say? I make trash look good. Me, I'm donating every penny I don't need just causes. With no desire to live above my means. And you, Benui? What are you going to do with the moolah?
Really about the money.
Yeah, you're a glory hound. We know that. But you got to do something with the rewards, right?
Oh.
I have all I need right here. The rest can go to charity. Probably save most of it, but pamper myself a little bit too. We invest in good, clean fun. Help Ben and Matt make it bigger and radder. We throw the ultimate party. The party of parties.
I mean, this seems like...
That seems nice.
This and this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah.
Pour it all right back into good, clean fun, of course. Making an arcade to rival the palace. The home of bigger, badder Beetleborgs deserves glory too.
Hey, that's a plan. I like it. I'm sure Ben and Matt would enjoy someone picking up the tab on a renovation. Wouldn't that be a... Oof. I keep forgetting.
Every time.
Every time I forget.
Never thought this would come up again.
We never thought we'd have to say this word again, but okay, here we are. Wouldn't that be a conflict of interest with our sponsor, Wakes of Conspiracy? They are already a hot up-and-coming arcade.
Oh, I'd work with them on this. Collab. Think outside the box, my dude.
It does have possibilities. We can consult with Ms. Haling, certainly. We need to win first, of course, one step at a time.
Winning the Pro Tour. It feels almost inevitable, doesn't it? With these friends, with this team, it's gonna happen.
Nothing is going to stop me.
Why the Polybius test?
It just has to come in every time we start thinking about winning.
Uh-huh.
We still have that drive where it's the most important thing in our lives, unfortunately.
So we've got an arcade cabinet drilling into our brain.
Yeah.
As we dance the night away, the energy of that eventual victory powers my every move. I know we need to call it quits on the party soon, have some strength, but here and now in this moment, this is all I need. With all the fun we're having, I lose track of time, but eventually our bottomless stamina starts to bottom out. After finding Jinx and Grace, not in the middle of making out, but certainly giggly and blushy, we head off into the night air of Pengy Paradise. Before we depart for our hotel rooms, Grace stops us at some random spot by the lake.
Trust me, this is the only way to properly end an evening at Pengy Paradise.
Ah, beach episode. Just like last time.
Okay, but considering how much beer I have in me, if I do get to the lake, you're gonna have to forgive me. Grace, what exactly are we waiting for?
Fireworks. And in the sky above us, color bursts into view, sparks showering from on high as fireworks begin going off. A visual celebration to match the celebration we enjoyed earlier. A perfect capstone for the evening. I should say a few words, something to rally the team, to really let them know how thankfully I am for them all.
I love you all. Thank you so much. My life has been so much better since I met you. I'm so proud of you all. This is more than I ever could have hoped. We are the greatest of all time, and soon history will know our names. We should take an epic selfie of the whole team to commemorate this moment.
Not as many options as in the last game, cheering on your own team.
That's true. I like 1 and 4.
Mm-hmm. I like 1 the best.
Okay.
Happy face. Polybius happy face plus J?
Yep. Everybody get some sleep. We have a big match in the morning.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to say. I mean, we do need to get some rest, but...
She's right, it's getting really late, and I need my beauty sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go pass out. Still, it was a lovely evening. Thank you. And, I think you should know, that you and Jinx are a thing now. Yeah, we are. I mean, we've always been a thing, now it's just official. Oh, rousing cheer for the young couple then. Glad you can express your feelings at least. Yeah, well, okay, let's go before I collapse. Sleep well, everyone. See you all in the morning. Don't forget the best is yet to come.
Not wrong. Best is yet to come, right? And with my friends, I'll be ready to face it. One perfect evening in the company of all my friends, and also the Space Invader inside of a heart. My days and nights had been entirely taken by the FOD 2 Pro Tour until that point. Wrangling the business end of the team, training my skills, dreaming of victory. But this victory, these friends that I found along the way, this tastes sweeter than drinking from any golden cup.
No, you don't drink from the golden cup. You drink from the cup of a carpenter.
And after the events that would unfold next, but then you gotta deal with the walls.
You do have to deal with the walls. That's true.
I need to remember that taste, holding on to the memory, using it to keep myself going. Because the best and the worst was yet to come. Dun 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 dun.
To be roundabout.
Level complete. You've cleared level 5 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Let's take a look at your scores. You're proving to be level-headed, rational, and honest. Great! Also, you've scored 32,400 points. Hooray! Would you like to change your personal metadata at this time? Name, pronoun, and so on? I want to try and turn the shirt green again.
You should try and turn the shirt green again. Yeah, I'd forgotten that it'd done that.
Maybe that's like supposed to happen. It fucks up one option because of Polybius. More than likely it was just a bug or I misclicked. That'd get almost too meta.
Want to keep the thing, just make it green.
Green. There we go. Match the hair. Alright. We're all sure that it's green now.
It certainly looks green. If we get into a thing and it changes color again, I'm going to be as surprised and upset as you are.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 6? Yes, we do.
About to save the game.
Alright.
And then that's going to be where we cut it for the evening, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is 10:57. Thank y'all for joining us. We've been September and Stranger, joined by our wife, Katie.
Yo.
And we are 3 of the 6 people who stream on this channel. Math?
Yes.
Okay. I got it wrong last time, and suddenly we were paranoid. Along with Katie's sisters, Annie and Allison Zoo, we stream 6 days a week. We stream 5 days a week. I'm gonna get these numbers right one of these goddamn days. It's gonna be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to interact with the follow button in whatever way makes you feel most comfortable, you can be notified when we go live. Let us quickly run down the schedule for the week. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be Andrea playing more not Final Fantasy 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake, RE4 Remake, which has been great.
Mm-hmm.
She's still in Salazar's mansion.
It's the big, dark, damp castle.
Yeah. I say Salazar?
Is
that right?
I think so.
Okay, Ramon Salazar. Right.
Yes. Not to be confused with the other guy.
Not to be confused with the big guy.
Not to be confused with the big guy physically or the big guy leadership-wise.
Sattler. And Waldorf.
Yes. Definitely Waldorf.
Definitely Sattler and Waldorf.
Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend.
So anyway, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Annie will be playing that tomorrow. On Wednesday, it's a wild card in the afternoon. In the evening, Zoo will be playing Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. And in between those 2 times, Badroad at twitch.tv/Badroad will be playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. We got the Thursday is a wild card in the afternoon. Then Andy at twitch.tv/AndyMonium playing Planet of Lana, which they started earlier tonight, and we'll be continuing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alice is going to be doing some Final Fantasy 14. And we'll see what's up with that at the time. Friday is you, Katie, playing Tales of Arise, which it's still in the weird zone. It's still in that weird zone where everything looks okay, but you know everything isn't okay, but you don't know the way it isn't okay yet.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of waiting for that shoe to drop.
Pretty sure that behind that giant door is just a giant meat grinder.
Just a whole blenderizer. On Saturday, we don't stream, but at twitch.tv/XenonFiber, someone will be playing more Kingdom Hearts 2. On Sunday, again, we don't stream, but at twitch.tv/Wandering the Beekeeper, he will be playing Wandering Village, a game where you are riding on the back of an adorable turtle as it goes through some blasted post-apocalyptic wastelands. And then Monday loops back around to us. More Wildcard stream, and then more Andy with Planet of Lana, and then more us with more Arcade Spirits, the new challenge. So that's that schedule. You can see that at schedule.truck.community along with links to the remainder of our stream team. And if you just want to see a little bit more of us, we have a YouTube at youtube.truck.community where you can see the stuff we've done for the last 5-6 years. It's been a while. Do you have anything you want to recommend specifically? No? Go watch the first Arcade Spirits. It's better than this one.
In some ways.
There are ways in which it is better than this one. Is that everything?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And until we see you next time, stay safe. Have a good night.
Bye.